Welcome to my channel. Do you want to speak English? Do you want to understand people when they speak English? Do you want to feel good when you talk to someone in English? In this video, I will tell you how people talk in English. I will also tell you how you can talk in English too. It is simple, it is possible, and it is fun. Stay with me. Let us start. Chapter 1. Why People Talk in English. My name is David. I am a student of English. I live in Spain. I want to learn English because I want to speak to people from other countries. I want to understand them. I want to talk to them. I want to travel. I want to work. I want to live in a world where I can speak to many people. English can help me do that. My English is not good now. I only know some words. I can say hello. I can say thank you. I can ask for water. But I want to say more. I want to have conversations. I want to understand people when they speak fast. I want to watch films in English. I want to read books in English. I want to think in English. One day I decide to join a language school. The school is in my town. I go to the school. I meet my teacher. Her name is Sarah. She is from England. She smiles a lot. She is kind. She speaks slowly. She wants to help us. There are 5 other students in my class. They are from Italy, Poland, Brazil, China, and Turkey. We all want to learn English. On the first day, our teacher says something very interesting. She says, English is not just a language. English is a bridge. English connects people. I like this sentence. I write it in my notebook. Then she asks us, why do you want to learn English? A girl from Brazil says, I want to travel to the United States. A man from Turkey says, I want to get a job in an international company. A woman from China says, I want to watch English movies and understand them. I say, I want to speak with people from other countries. The teacher says, these are all good reasons. English is a global language. People speak English in many places, at the airport, in hotels, on the internet, in meetings, at conferences, in schools, in shops, on TV. English is everywhere. She is right. I see English signs at the airport. I hear English at the hotel. I see English words on websites. Even my phone is in English. English is part of my life, even before I learn it well. The teacher tells us, in this class, we will not study hard grammar. We will not memorize long lists. We will speak. We will listen. We will play games. We will ask questions. We will answer them. This is how people learn English. I feel happy. I do not like long grammar lessons. I want to speak. I want to use English now. We play a game. It is very simple. We sit in a circle. We say our names. We say where we are from. Then we ask a question. What is your favorite food? What do you do on weekends? Do you like music? These are easy questions, but they help me speak. I learn new words. I listen to the other students. I start to understand more. After the class, I go to a cafe near the school. I hear 2 people speak English. They are tourists. They ask the waiter for coffee. They speak slowly. I understand some words. I listen. I smile. I feel happy. I can understand a little English in real life. That evening, I watch a video on YouTube. It is a travel video. The man speaks in English. I understand some words. I do not understand everything, but I feel good. I am learning. The next day, I go to class again. I speak more. I am not afraid. I make mistakes. But it is okay. The teacher says, when you make a mistake, you learn. Do not worry. We speak about travel. We speak about jobs. We speak about hobbies. I speak slowly, but I speak. I use English. I feel proud. My teacher tells us one more thing. She says, when people talk in English, they talk to the world. English helps you meet new people. English helps you understand new ideas. English opens new doors. It helps you grow. I think about this. I feel something strong. I want to grow. I want to open new doors. I want to talk to the world. When the class ends, I walk home. I see a man with a backpack. He looks lost. I say, "Do you need help?" He says, "Yes, thank you." I am looking for the train station. I tell him the way. We speak for 2 minutes. He is from Canada. He says thank you. I smile. I feel great. I used English to help someone. That night, I write in my notebook, English is not just a subject. English is a key. It opens doors to the world. It helps me connect with people. Now I know. I do not study English only for school. I study English for life. When you learn English, you learn to connect with the world. Chapter 2. How to Learn Words. It is Tuesday. I go to school again. I am happy to be in class. I like my teacher. I like my classmates. Every lesson is new. Every lesson is simple. Every lesson helps me speak English better. Today, one girl in class asks a question. Her name is Anna. She is from Poland. She says, I want to learn more words. What is the best way to learn new English words? Our teacher smiles. She says, this is a good question. Many students want to know the answer. Today I will tell you. She walks to the board. She writes one word, reading. Then she says, reading is the best way to learn words. When you read, you see the same words again and again. You see how people use them in real sentences. You learn fast. I think about it. I like reading, but I only read in Spanish. I never tried to read a full story in English. Maybe now is the time. Our teacher continues, if you want to learn words fast, read every day. Read for 30 minutes. That is all. Just 30 minutes a day can help you learn many new words. I raise my hand. I ask, what can I read? The books are difficult for me. The teacher says, you must choose a book that is easy. You must know most of the words. If you know 95% of the words, then the book is good for you. You will enjoy it. You will understand it. And you will learn the rest of the words very fast. Then she tells us a secret. She says, when you see a new word, don't stop. Don't try to remember it. Don't write it. Just look it up in a dictionary and continue reading. She explains, when you read the same word many times in many places, your brain will remember it. You don't need to work hard. You only need to read more. This is very different from my school in Spain. There, we had to write long lists of words. We had to study every word and remember it for the test. But I forgot many words after the test. I never used them. Maybe this new way is better. The teacher gives us a short story. It is about a girl who travels to a big city. The story is simple. The words are easy. I start to read it. I understand most of it. I see one new word, station. I don't know what it means. I look in my dictionary. It means a place for trains or buses. I continue reading. I see the word again. Now I remember it. It is easy. At the end of the story, I feel good. I understand the story. I learn 5 new words. I don't write them. I don't study them. But I know them now. After the lesson, I go to the library. I ask the librarian if there are more easy books. She shows me a small section. I take 2 books. One is a story. The other is about famous places in London. I like them both. That afternoon, I go to the job center. I want to find a job. I enter the building. There is a woman at the front desk. She says, "Hello, how can I help you?" I say, "I want to find a job. I am a student. I can work in the afternoon." She asks me some questions. I understand her. I answer her. She tells me about 2 jobs. One job is in a cafe. The other job is in a hotel. She gives me the details. I read them. I understand most of the words. This is a big moment for me. 1 week ago, I could not do this. Now I can speak. I can listen. I can read. I can understand. Reading helped me. I see the words I read in the story. Now I use them in real life. This makes me happy. I feel proud. I take the cafe job. I will start on Thursday. I will work 3 days a week. I will speak English there. I will learn more. In the evening, I read the second book. I enjoy it. I don't stop at every new word. I just enjoy the story. I understand the meaning from the pictures and the sentences. I remember what my teacher said. You don't need to study every word. You only need to read. I say this again and again in my head. Read 30 minutes a day. Read something you like. Don't stop. Don't write words. Just enjoy. I write 1 sentence in my notebook. When I read, I learn words. When I learn words, I understand people. When I understand people, I can speak. This is true. I believe it. If you want to learn words in English, read something every day. It will help you more than any long list. It will help you feel good. It will help you speak. Chapter 3. How to learn pronunciation. It is Wednesday. I go to school again. I am always happy to go to class. Every day I learn something new. I speak more. I understand more. I feel better. Today, something different happens. One student in the class is very quiet. His name is June. He is from South Korea. He does not speak much. He listens a lot, but he is shy. Our teacher smiles at him and says, "June, do you have a question today?" He looks down. Then he looks up and says, "Yes. I want to speak better. I want to speak like you. My pronunciation is not good. I know the words, but people do not understand me." The class is quiet. We all listen. I understand June. I also feel the same. Sometimes I say something, but people ask me to repeat it. It makes me feel sad. The teacher says, "That is a very good question, June. Many students have this problem. You are not alone." She walks to the board. She writes 1 word, shadowing. She says, "Shadowing is a great way to improve your pronunciation. It is simple. You listen to a native speaker and you repeat everything they say. You repeat it right after you hear it. It is like a shadow. You follow the voice. I never hear this word before, but it sounds interesting. She explains more. When you speak a language, your mouth needs to move in a new way. Your tongue, your lips, your jaw, they all need to work together, but they are used to your first language. That is why English sounds are hard. Shadowing helps you train your mouth. She opens her laptop. She goes to YouTube. She finds a video of a man who speaks slow, clear English. She plays one sentence. The man says, "Good morning. I am very happy to be here." The teacher pauses the video. She says, "Now you say it with him. Listen, then speak." We all repeat, "Good morning. I am very happy to be here." We do it again. We do it slowly. We try to say every word the same way. I feel funny at first. I never speak like this before, but then I like it. I enjoy it. The teacher says, "Do not worry if your voice is different. The goal is not to be perfect. The goal is to speak clearly. The more you shadow, the better you sound." We shadow another sentence. "Today is a beautiful day." We say it again and again. We say it together. I feel good. My mouth is learning something new. I can feel my tongue moving in a new way. June also speaks now. He sounds better. He smiles. We all clap. Then the teacher says, "You can do shadowing at home. Choose a short video. Listen and speak with it. 10 minutes a day is enough." I write this in my notebook. Shadow every day. Listen and speak. My mouth is learning. After school, I go to the reception desk. I ask the lady there, "Are there any sports I can play here?" She says, "Yes, we have a football team. There is practice today at 5 o'clock. Do you want to join?" I say, "Yes, I love football." At 5 o'clock, I go to the football field. There are many students there. They come from different countries. Some are from Japan, some from Brazil, others from Russia, Spain, and Italy. We all speak English. It is not perfect, but it works. We talk before the game. We say, "Pass the ball." "Nice shot." "Good job." These are short phrases, but they help. I speak more. I listen more. I try to use good pronunciation. After the game, we sit together. We talk about football. We talk about school. We laugh. I feel happy. I make new friends. I remember what the teacher said. Speak every day. Listen every day. Shadow when you can. At home, I open my phone. I find a short video. I play it. I try shadowing again. I listen. I speak. I listen. I speak. My mouth is learning. I understand now. Pronunciation is not about being perfect. It is about practice. It is about speaking. It is about listening. It is about enjoying the process. I write one sentence in my notebook. If you want to speak well, speak every day. Shadow the sounds. Enjoy the journey. When you want better pronunciation, be like a shadow. Follow the voice. Repeat the words. One day, your English will sound better and better. Chapter 4. How to Learn Grammar. It is Thursday morning. I wake up early. I feel excited. Today is my first day at work. I also have class in the morning. I eat breakfast and take the bus to school. I sit in my chair. I open my notebook. I wait for the lesson to start. Our teacher comes into the room. She smiles and says, "Good morning, everyone." Then she asks, "Do you have any questions today?" One student raises his hand. His name is Luca. He is from Italy. He says, "Sometimes I want to speak. But I stop. I think about grammar. I am not sure if I use the correct tense. I don't want to make a mistake. What should I do?" I listen carefully. This is a good question. I also feel this way sometimes. I want to speak, but I worry about grammar. I don't want to sound wrong. The teacher says, "This is a very important question. Let me tell you something. There are two kinds of students. One kind wants to speak English. The other kind wants to pass an English exam." She writes two words on the board: speaking and exam. She points to the first word. She says, "If you want to speak English, you don't need to study grammar books. You don't need to remember all the rules. You can learn grammar naturally. You can learn it by reading and listening. This is the way children learn their first language. This is the way many people learn English today." Then she points to the second word. She says, "If you want to pass an exam, then yes, you must study grammar rules. You must practice them. You must do exercises. This is important for tests. But if your goal is to speak, then there is a better way." I feel happy. I want to speak. I do not need an exam. I only want to speak with people. I want to use English every day. I do not like grammar books. Now I know I don't need them. The teacher continues, "When you read, you see grammar in real sentences. You don't just see rules. You see how grammar works. You learn it with your eyes. When you speak, you use the grammar you see. You don't even think about it. It becomes natural." She tells us about a website. She writes on the board, www.grammarinlevels.com. She says, "This website is for English learners." It shows grammar in 3 levels. Each level has short texts. You can read them. You can see the grammar rules. But you can also see many examples. After class, I go to the library. I open my laptop. I go to the website. It is very simple. I see a rule about past tense. I read the rule. Then I see 5 short stories. All the stories use the past tense. It is clear. It is easy to understand. I read them one by one. I like this way of learning grammar. In the afternoon, I go to my new job. It is a small cafe in the city center. The manager is friendly. She shows me how to take orders and how to make simple drinks. She says, "You can speak to the customers. They are nice." My first customer says, "Can I have a coffee, please?" I say, "Yes, of course. Would you like milk?" He says, "Yes, just a little." I smile. I feel good. I use correct grammar. I don't think about it. I just speak. Later, a woman says, "Is the cake fresh?" I say, "Yes, it is fresh. We make it this morning." She smiles. I feel proud. I make a small grammar mistake, but she understands. I understand her. This is the goal. After work, I walk home. I think about my day. I speak English with real people. I do not think about rules. I do not open a grammar book. But I use good grammar. This is amazing. At home, I write in my notebook. I can speak well without studying grammar every day. I read one more story from the website. It uses future tense. I see how the sentences work. I see how the words go together. I don't study. I just read. But I learn. Grammar is not scary now. Grammar is part of the language. It is like water in a river. It moves with the words. It helps the sentence flow. But I do not have to control the river. I only have to swim in it. If you want to speak English, do not worry too much about grammar. Read more. Listen more. Speak more. Grammar will come to you. It will live in your sentences. It will grow with you. That night, I sleep well. I am not afraid of grammar anymore. I speak. I listen. I read. That is enough. Chapter 5. How to Listen and Understand. It is Friday morning. I go to school again. I feel tired, but I am happy. I worked yesterday at the cafe. I spoke English. I understood the customers. I made some small mistakes, but it was a good day. In class, our teacher says, "Today we will talk about listening." One student, Sophia from Brazil, says, "I watch English movies, but I don't understand much. People speak too fast. What can I do?" The teacher smiles. She says, "Good question. Listening is hard at the beginning, but I will tell you a method that really works." She writes on the board, "Listen every day." Then she says, "You must listen to English every day, just like you brush your teeth or eat food. You must listen every day if you want to understand English better." Then she writes another sentence, "Listen to easy audio." She explains, if the audio is too fast or too hard, you will not understand. You will feel tired. You will stop. Choose something easy. Choose something you enjoy. When you enjoy the audio, you will want to listen more. Another student asks, "How many times should we listen?" The teacher says, "That is the secret. Listen to the same audio many times, not just once, not just twice, maybe 5 times, maybe 10 times, maybe more." When you listen again and again, your brain starts to understand the sounds. You hear the words clearly. Your ears get better. She takes her phone. She plays a short audio. It is a story in slow English. A man says, "My name is David. I live in London. I work in a bank." We all listen. The teacher says, "Now listen again." We listen again. She says, "Did you hear something new this time?" Some students nod, smile. One student says, "Yes." I didn't hear, "I work in a bank" the first time, but now I hear it. The teacher says, "This is why you listen many times. Your brain is learning. You don't even know it, but it learns." She shows us how to use subtitles. She plays a video with English subtitles. She says, you can use subtitles at the beginning. First, watch with subtitles. Then watch again without subtitles. Then try to speak with the video. Try shadowing. I like this method. It is clear. It is simple. I decide to try it after class. In the afternoon, I go to work. I clean the tables. I help prepare drinks. One man comes to the counter. He says, "Hi, can I get a hot chocolate and a muffin, please?" I understand him. I do not ask. Sorry? I do not look confused. I smile and say, yes, of course. Anything else? He says, no, that's all. I give him the muffin. I make the hot chocolate. I say, here you go. That's £3.50. He gives me the money. He says, thank you very much. I say, you're welcome. Have a nice day. This is a real conversation. I understand everything. I feel excited. 1 week ago, I didn't understand much. Now I understand full sentences. I tell my teacher the next day. She smiles and says, that is what happens when you listen every day. That night, I go home and open my laptop. I search for easy English news. I find a short video. It is 2 minutes long. I watch it with subtitles. I understand 70%. I watch again. I understand more. I watch it 3 more times. I understand almost all. I try to speak with the video. I say the words with the speaker. This is shadowing and listening together. It is fun. I write in my notebook. Listen to easy English every day. Listen again and again. Use subtitles. Speak with the video. You will understand more. The next day, I hear 2 people speaking English on the bus. They talk about the weather. I listen. I understand most of it. I feel good. Listening is like a muscle. The more you use it, the stronger it becomes. In the beginning, it is difficult. But if you listen every day, you will get better. Now, I listen to English in the morning. I listen to English on the bus. I listen before bed. I don't understand everything, but I understand more every day. If you want to understand English, don't stop after one listen. Choose something easy. Listen many times. Enjoy it. Your ears will learn. Your brain will help you. And one day, you will understand real people in real life. Chapter 6. How to Speak Confidently. It is Monday morning. I feel excited. I go to school with a big smile. I enjoy every lesson now. I learn something new every day. I can understand more. I can read stories. I can listen to English news. But now I want to do one more thing. I want to speak better. In class, our teacher says, this week we will focus on speaking. Many students are afraid to speak. They think their English is not good, but don't be afraid. Speaking is very important. You can speak even if it's not perfect. Mistakes are okay. Then she says something very nice. She says, if you want to speak English, you must open your mouth. Don't wait to be perfect. Speak now. Speak today. Speak with simple words. We all laugh. But I remember these words. I write them in my notebook. Speak now. Don't wait to be perfect. The teacher gives us a new activity. She puts us in pairs. We ask questions like, what do you do in your free time? Do you like coffee or tea? What is your favorite movie? These are simple questions, but they help us speak. We smile, we laugh, we feel better. One girl from Turkey says to me, your English is very clear. I say, thank you. I listen and read a lot. I try to speak every day. The teacher also shows us a speaking game. It is called 20 questions. One person thinks of a word. The others ask yes or no questions. We must guess the word. It is fun. I enjoy speaking. I laugh a lot with my classmates. After class, the teacher gives one more tip. She says, if you are alone, you can still practice. Go home and speak in front of a mirror. Look at yourself. Say simple sentences. Say what you did today. Say what you want to do tomorrow. When you speak to the mirror, you build confidence. That night, I go home. I go to the bathroom. I look in the mirror. I say, hello? My name is Ariel. I live in London. I go to school. I learn English. I work in a cafe. I like football. I have friends. I smile at myself. I laugh a little. But I feel good. I speak. I hear my voice. I speak more. In the cafe, I also speak more. When a customer says thank you, I say you're welcome. When someone says this cake is delicious, I say I'm happy you like it. These are short sentences, but they are real. They are useful. I speak, and people understand. This makes me happy. One day at school, a new student joins our class. He is from Thailand. He is very quiet. He doesn't speak much. I see myself in him. I know this feeling. I sit next to him and say, hi, my name is Ariel. I am from Spain. What is your name? He says, my name is Ben. I say, nice to meet you, Ben. Do you like London? He says, yes. It is good. I smile. I ask more questions. He speaks a little more. He feels more relaxed. I feel proud. I speak to him in simple English. I help him feel welcome. I help him feel better. After class, the teacher says to me, you helped Ben today. That was very kind. I say, thank you. I remember when I was new, I was shy too. Now I feel better. I want to help others. That night, I speak to the mirror again. I say, today I helped a student. I spoke with confidence. I feel proud. Then I smile at myself. Speaking is like a muscle. When you use it, it becomes strong. If you speak every day, even a little, you will feel better. You will feel more confident. You will speak more. Speak with your friends. Speak at work. Speak in the mirror. Use easy sentences. Don't worry about mistakes. Mistakes are part of learning. Now I speak every day. I ask questions. I answer questions. I use new words. I feel good when I speak. I write in my notebook. To speak well, speak often. Speak with joy. Speak without fear. If you want to speak confidently, do it now. Speak with someone today, or speak to yourself. But speak. Because every time you speak, your English becomes better, and you become more confident. Chapter 7. How to Think in English. It is Tuesday morning. I wake up early. I feel calm. I feel good. I remember my dream. And in my dream, I spoke English. It was only a short dream. I spoke with a woman at the cafe. She asked me something, and I answered in English. I don't remember all the words, but I remember this. It was all in English. I didn't translate. I didn't think in Spanish. This is the first time. I feel surprised. I feel proud. At school, our teacher says, Today we will speak about something very powerful. It is not speaking. It is not listening. It is something inside your head. Today we will speak about thinking in English. She looks at the class and says, "Do you still think in your native language? Do you still translate every word in your head?" We all nod. Some students say, "Yes, I still translate." I raise my hand and say, "But today I dreamt in English." The teacher smiles. She says, "That is a great sign. When you dream in English, your brain is starting to think in English. It is a big step." Then she explains. She says, "Fluent speakers don't translate. They think in English. That is why they speak fast. They don't stop to translate every word." She continues, "You can also think in English, but it takes practice. You must try small activities every day. Start with one word. Then move to one sentence. Then more." She writes some ideas on the board. Talk to yourself in English. Describe things you see. Plan your day in English. Ask yourself small questions in English. She says, when you wake up in the morning, think, "What will I do today?" Say it in English. Say, "I will go to school. I will eat lunch. I will meet my friend." Don't say it in your language. Say it in English. I like this idea. It feels simple. I want to try it. Later that day, I walk to my job at the cafe. I try to describe things around me in English. I say in my head, "The sky is blue. The trees are green. That man is reading a newspaper." I don't say it out loud. I just think it. But I don't translate. I only use English. At work, I try one more thing. I talk to myself when I clean the tables. I say in my mind, "Now I take the plate. Now I clean the table. Now I smile at the customer." I feel strange at first, but soon it feels natural. The teacher also gives us a small game. She says, "Choose one item in your room. Every night look at it and speak about it in English. For example, look at your phone and say, 'This is my phone. I use it every day. I call my family with it.' Just speak 3 or 4 sentences. It will help your brain think in English." I do this before bed. I look at my shoes and say, "These are my shoes. They are black. I wear them to school. They are very comfortable." I smile. I feel like a real English speaker. After a few days, I notice something. When I think about time, I say Monday and not loons. When I think about lunch, I say sandwich and not bocadillo. My brain starts using English words first. I don't plan it. It just happens. Then one day, something big happens again. I meet a student from Italy at school. He asks, "Do you speak Spanish?" I say, "Yes." But then I think, wait, I don't want to speak Spanish. I want to speak English. So we speak English. Both of us are learners, but we speak well. We don't translate. We use simple words. We understand each other. I feel proud again. In the evening, I go to my room. I think about the day. And I do not use Spanish. I say in English, "Today was good. I spoke English all day. I helped customers. I learned a new word. I listened to a podcast. And I didn't translate, not even once." I feel that my brain is changing. I am not just studying English. I am becoming a person who lives in English. I write in my notebook, think in English, speak in English, live in English. Now, every day I do small things. I think about food in English. I plan my week in English. I ask myself simple questions. What time is it? What do I need to do today? What did I do yesterday? And I answer them in English. When you think in English, speaking becomes easy. Listening becomes fast. English becomes part of you. It becomes your friend. Thinking in English is hard at first, but with practice, it becomes natural. And when you start to dream in English, you know your mind is ready. If you want to think in English, begin now. Start small. Use simple words. Use your English brain every day. Soon, you will not need to translate. You will think like a real English speaker. Chapter 8. How to Keep Going. It is the last day of school. The weather is warm. The sky is blue. I walk to school and think about my first day here. I remember how I was nervous. I could not speak much. I was afraid to say something wrong. Now everything feels different. I can speak. I can listen. I can understand. I can think in English. I feel good. In the classroom, our teacher smiles. She says, "Today is your last day here, but it is not the end. It is only the beginning. Learning English is a journey. It does not stop. You can continue. You can improve every day." She says something that stays in my heart. She says, "Don't stop learning when the class ends." Use English in your life, not just in the classroom. We talk about ideas for learning after school. The teacher gives many tips. She says, you can read one story every day. You can listen to English podcasts. You can write a diary in English. You can talk to friends online. You can use English on social media. And if you make a mistake, it is okay. Every mistake helps you grow. She looks at us and says, "You don't need to be perfect. You only need to keep going." After class, we take a photo. We say goodbye. I feel a little sad, but also I feel strong. I am ready. I want to continue. That evening, I go home. I sit down and open a book in English. It is a simple story. I read one chapter. I understand almost everything. I feel proud. Then I write in my diary. I write, "Today is my last day of school, but it is not the end. I will continue, I will read, I will speak, I will think in English every day." Every morning, I make a new habit. I read one story in English. I watch one video in English. I write one small note in English. I speak one sentence in the mirror. These are small things, but they help me every day. At work, I speak with many people. I talk to customers. I help them. Sometimes I don't know a word, but I don't stop. I ask, "Can you say it again, please?" Or I say, "I don't know this word. Can you explain?" People are kind. They help me. I learn from them. One day, a new student from Brazil comes to work at the cafe. He is shy. He is learning English too. I help him. I show him the kitchen. I explain everything slowly. I say, "I was like you. I didn't know many words, but I learned, and you can too." He smiles. We speak English together. We laugh. We practice new words. I feel like a teacher. I like it. Sometimes I make mistakes. Sometimes I say the wrong word. Sometimes I forget something. But I don't stop. I keep going. I learn. I smile. I say, next time, I will say it better. I also join an English group online. We meet once a week on video. People from many countries come. We talk about music, food, travel, and life. I meet a friend from Japan. We send each other voice messages in English. We help each other. One day, I speak with someone from Canada. He says, "Your English is very good. Are you a student?" I say, "I was. Now I am learning every day by myself." He says, "That's the best way." I know he is right. Learning every day, little by little, is the best way. I write a message to my old teacher. I say, "Thank you for everything. I still learn English every day. I read. I listen. I speak. I even dream in English. You helped me believe in myself." She writes back and says, "I am proud of you." That night, I sit with a cup of tea. I think about my journey. I think about the first day. I think about how I listened to people on the train and didn't understand. I think about the day I got my first job. I think about the first time I spoke in front of the class. I think about the dream in English. Now I know English is not only a language, it is part of my life. I write in my notebook, "I am not a beginner now. I am an English speaker, and I will keep going." So if you are learning English, don't stop. Read one page, listen to one story, speak one sentence. Think in English. Help someone else. Make a small step every day. Your English will grow. You will feel stronger. And one day, you will say, "English is not just what I learn, it is what I live." Thank you for watching. Now you know how people talk in English. You know how you can talk in English too. It is simple. It is fun. It is possible. Use English every day. Read, listen, speak, think, and never stop learning. If you like this video, please like, comment, and subscribe to my channel. I will share more easy lessons like this. See you in the next video. Bye.